Have some fun with your fielding programs. Players appreciate it. We're there to get better, so we need to be challenging our players at every point. So often we see in a cricket environment, we can get two guys working together hitting catches. The coach says, go off, do your catching work over there. And before you know it, they're standing around, they're either talking and not doing their catching, or the catching they're doing is just, it's not challenging at any point in time. All right? So we have to be putting them through a range of motion. And sad to say, but it often comes back to the coach to direct the players to put that effort in to get there. Understand what you're trying to achieve out of your sessions, and when working on one-on-one, understand fundamentally the movement patterns that we need to understand these players are undertaking. Break your skills down, work on the basics, expand it, and then get into some game sense type training. So often catches are practiced just being hit front on, which is great. It's seeing a ball come off a bat, it's catching a ball, but at the end of the day, it's not replicating too many match-like scenarios. Maybe a caught and bowled is caught that way, but that's a vastly different shot to a catch at point or gully. Where possible, practice that. Part of it's the visual cues that we pick up. We have to pick up the ball early off the bat. And if we can see the hands, the body movement, we're picking up these cues and we know how to react, or we're getting a head start on where that ball's going. We're getting there. Now those cues, that can be learnt and that can be practiced. All right, so go round the ground. You know, match-like training. Some short covers are great. Your cut shots for your gullies and your points. You know, sweep some to square leg. Make sure your short legs and your guys on the offside are getting their work with a few of these. Make it game-like. All right, it's about reading the ball off the bat. That is a really big cue. And then, as mentioned earlier, have some fun with it. Create some competition where possible. It's amazing how well your team responds when you get two groups competing against each other, two blokes competing against each other. You can incorporate it into any of your fielding activities, any of your training activities for that matter. All right? It just lifts your session, and where possible, if we're competing, it's closer to the real event out there.